In this video, we are going to examine the remainder theorem. The remainder theorem states that when a polynomial function p at x is divided by x minus b, the remainder can be found by finding p at b. And when it's divided by ax minus b, we can find the remainder by subbing in p at b over a, where both a and b are integers and a cannot equal 0. This theorem, the way it's written, this is all fancy mathematical terms, but what it really means is that we can figure out the remainder without actually doing the long division of a polynomial. Let's see a couple of examples then. In the first one, it asks us to find the remainder when 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus x minus 5 is divided by x plus 2. Our theorem tells us then that if we're dividing by x plus 2, if we sub in f at negative 2, then we should be able to find our remainder. We're going to put in negative 2 wherever there is an x. We've got plus 2 minus 5, and then we're going to solve for this. Negative 2 cubed is negative 8 times 3. Gives us negative 24. Negative 2 times negative 2 squared. Negative 2 squared is 4. Times negative 2 is negative 8. And then we've got, this should be a negative 2 here, so minus 2 minus 5. If we add these up then, we get minus 39. If we were to do this long division, we would expect our remainder to be negative 39. In the second example, we've got a polynomial here divided by 2x minus 1. To find the remainder for this example, what we got to do is figure out what value we want to sub in for x. Now, really essentially what we're doing here is we're taking our divisor and we're setting it to 0 and then solving for x. So to find the value that we want to sub in, if we solve this, x is equal to 1 over 2. And that corresponds to our a and our b terms. So subbing in f at 1 over 2, and we're going to plug that into each of our x values. We're going to have 1/2 cubed minus 4 times 1/2 squared plus 2 times 1/2 and minus 6. And solving that, we should get negative 47 over 8. Keep it in fraction form. Our last example is a little bit trickier and is kind of like a tips type of question. It asks us when x cubed minus kx squared plus 17x plus 6 is divided by x minus 3, the remainder is 12. We need to find our k value. This is telling us that if we sub in f at 3, then our remainder is going to be equal to 12. So let's set this up. F at 3 is equal to 12 and is equal to our polynomial here, which will be 3 cubed minus k times 3 squared plus 17 times 3 plus 6. Going further then, we would have 27, and then 3 squared is 9. Minus 9k plus 17 times 3 gives us 51 plus 6. And simplifying further would give us 9k is equal to 72. So k is equal to 8.